Hi guys! Okay, so today what I'm going to do is something I'm calling the product Smackdown. If you watched my last video, you heard that I am a wrestling fan, so I decided to call it a Smackdown because it's kind of a duel. So what we're going to do is it's going to be a comparison of two similar products. And what I'm going to start out with today is foundation. So the first thing we're going to be, one of the contenders is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. And I'm in the color shade 3.5. And it is a 30 milliliter bottle with 1 fluid ounce of product in it. And going up against the Naked Foundation is a drugstore foundation I just picked up, and it is the Revlon Nearly Naked Makeup. And I'm in the color 130 Shell, and this is also 1 fluid ounce and 30 milliliters of product. So to do a quick side-by-side, these are the products. So obviously the Urban Decay one is taller. The packaging for both is quite skinny, so it's nice, it's easy to handle. I will admit the Urban Decay does look a little bit more sophisticated, but it is, you know, I'm not going for the look of the bottle, I'm going for the product. So what we're going to do today is have a legit smackdown on my face. So what I have on my face is just, I washed my face, I put on moisturizer, and what we're going to do is put the Urban Decay Naked on one half of my face, and at the same time put the Nearly Naked on the other half of my face, just to see how it goes, how the application is, and things like that. I am going to be trying to use the exact same brush, just one side for one and one side for the other. And yeah, so what we're going to get to it right now is just quickly doing a look at what the products look like on the hand, okay? So the first one I'm going to use is the Urban Decay. Actually, I think you're supposed to shake this one first. Okay, and then, so that's like 3 pumps of the product. And it's quite liquidy. That's what I've always had kind of a trouble with this foundation, is it is quite liquidy. Okay, and it's like falling down my arm. Okay. So this is the Revlon, and I know because I tried one in the store that this can also get, okay, so you can't really see that, but color wise the Urban Decay is a little bit darker on my skin right out of the bottle. The Revlon is lighter, but I'm not sure how they're both going to blend. Okay, so we're going to take the Urban Decay on one half, and we're just going to put it right on my face. This is half of my face. This is with the Urban Decay on, which you can see, like, I know I can tell, the lighting's a little off so you can't really tell, but this one is definitely evening out my skin tone, making it a nice color. Like there's not a lot of redness. Like I think even in the camera viewfinder, you can see that this side is nice and like one-sided, and then this has like redness and patches and things like that. So what I'm going to do is turn it over and take the Revlon Nearly Naked, and I didn't use a primer for either of these. I figured because with the name Naked, Nearly Naked, you should be able to just go with just the product. So this is a little bit more thicker consistency I'm finding. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this sit on my skin for a little bit, because I know for my skin it takes a minute for foundations to kick in. So, okay. So I'm looking at my face right now, and what I'm noticing, I think probably because the Urban Decay is setting a little bit better, is it is, you know, flatter. Like this one feels a little heavier. I feel like you can see this Revlon one a little bit more. And I'm not sure if I like that. Like, I like the Urban Decay one because it's leaving it kind of airbrushed. It's kind of smoothing it out. But then again, it has been sitting on my face longer. I think looking at my face in the viewfinder, they're both kind of doing a good job in that they're both kind of taking away any unnecessary redness on my face, kind of making it a blank canvas, and it's not cakey at all. So I'm not really seeing any huge difference. I think if I look a little closer, the Revlon I'm seeing a little bit more is patchy and is a little bit cakey, but that might just be because I put a little too much product on. I actually really like both of these foundations. Like, so far they're both really good. I do, just looking at myself as a purely like perspective, I am liking the Naked better, but that's not to say that the Nearly Naked is bad, as they're quite comparable. But if I look at like setting and things like that, I feel like the Urban Decay is more an airbrushed, and the Nearly Naked is kind of, you can tell there's product there. That's what I would say. So that is my face. I'm actually going to finish doing my makeup, and then see, those are the colors. This is the, let's just see if I can zoom you guys in on my hand there. Yeah, okay, so this is the Urban Decay, the Naked, and then this is the Nearly Naked. So you can definitely see that there is a color differentiation. I think myself, I am more pink toned, and I believe that this is what the Urban Decay is. It's more pink toned. This is a lot of yellow toned than Nearly Naked, so that might be why I'm having a problem with it, because the pink is blending into my skin nice, and I'm getting a little bit of a yellow sheen onto the Nearly Naked side. That's just my skin tone. I do have a pink undertone, so if you don't, you know, the Revlon might work for you. They're both great foundations. I'm going to keep using both of them, but as a comparison, if I had to choose, like, price point obviously is different. I think, I'm not quite sure how much the Urban Decay one is. I'll put it in right here, but I do believe I bought the Nearly Naked for, I think it was $14.99 at my Shoppers Drug Mart. Price point for, you know, like, obviously if you're going to invest in either one, I would go with the Naked for my skin tone, for my overall face. But for a price point, I'm thinking the Urban Decay is at least double what the Revlon one is. So if I had to choose a winner, if I had to choose a winner based on every kind of, I would have to give it to the Revlon Nearly Naked. It's doing a really good job. For me, it's a little weird just because of the yellow, but I can, you know, balance it out with powder. For me, in my situation right now, the reason I'm giving it to Revlon is because of price, because I know the Naked foundation is quite expensive. But if you're willing to invest in it, it's a great foundation, especially if you got a pink undertone, because, hello, like, this is proof right here that they're different shades. But yeah, that is my first product Smackdown. I enjoyed it. It's really cool because I can't really see a difference on where they're meeting. So that's good for me. I think what I'm going to do is maybe wear, like, just this out today and then add an annotation in the video saying, you know, if one lasted longer than the other. But for right now, I'm not seeing a huge difference in coverage wise, you know, so I think that they're really good foundations. I heard that this was a dupe, sorry, Nearly Naked was a dupe for the Naked foundation, and they're both good foundations. But if I had to, I would give my victory to the Revlon, just per price. Alrighty, so thanks you guys for watching. Bye!